Kevin Lane Keller is the E.B. Osborne Professor of Marketing at the Tuck School of Business at Dartmouth College. He consults to some of the world's most successful brands and is the highly acclaimed author of several definitive books on marketing, including Marketing Management, co-authored with Philip Kotler, and Strategic Brand Management, which has been called the Bible of Branding.
Hi, I'm Kevin Keller. I'm here today to talk to you about crucial topic in marketing, brand planning. The first piece is you have to define a competitive frame of reference, a target market and a set of competitors that you are competing against. Different competitive frames of reference, different target markets, different competitors will result in different positionings. So given that, once you've defined your competitive frame of reference, then the key is to create points of parity and points of difference. Points of difference are strong, favorable, unique brand associations that distinguish you and your brand from competitors. Points of parity are when you break even with your competitors. It's when you get close enough in the minds of the customers, they're willing to trade off a dimension that you potentially are vulnerable for. So in Volvo's case, a point of parity for them would be contemporary, modern, up to date, interesting. Points of parity are crucial. A good positioning should not just reflect where you are, at the same time it can't be so far removed from where you are to ignore the reality of your current situation. It has to be aspirational, but you don't want to go too far in the future either. You can't be so far removed. The second, I think, key criteria is desirable, deliverable, differentiating. If you're trying to come up with a point of difference, you have to understand how desirable is it from a customer standpoint, how deliverable is it in terms of a company, and how differentiating is it from a competitive standpoint. Then the third point I would make is to really emphasize the importance of points of parity. That's what makes this model powerful. Recognizing your vulnerabilities, recognizing the trade-offs that exist in customers' minds. So you have to try to understand those. An easy way to do that is to role play your competitors. How do they think about you? So how do they think of their brand? So really try to understand what they're trying to get points of parity, points of difference on. Flip it around. Their intended point of difference suggests your point of parity. So if I'm American Express and I know Visa's positioning as point of difference on acceptance and convenience, point of parity on status and image, I know what I need to do to reestablish my point of difference and create maybe a point of parity on their intended point of difference for Visa. So those are some guidelines for positioning. There's one last component, and that's the mantra. And the mantra is crucial. It is your chance to capture in 3 to 5 words the essence of this brand. Typically, your really key points of difference. Everyone in the organization should know this. It provides guardrails. It helps you understand where you can and can't go. It's really important. It's internal. The slogan is external. Rolex has tremendous resonance with its customers, and I would argue, in part, because it truly goes up both sides of the pyramid. Salience, strong awareness as a luxury watch, as a symbol. Performance, in terms of its ability to actually function properly as a watch. But obviously the imagery is really, really crucial. And the status and the prestige and the great athletes that they have that represent it and great people, actually, explorers and others. So they very much work through the head and the heart, very rationally and as an investment, and emotionally as a symbol, and how it makes you feel about yourself and how others might think about you and how you might really connect and resonate with this brand as a result. Great brands are no accident. It takes systematic planning. It takes creativity, imagination. These tools can help you. They can help you qualitatively as you design your programs, and keep these things in mind, developing your positioning and your marketing to build your brands. And they can help you as you're thinking about how to measure the effects of that. So in a very quantitative way. So both qualitatively and quantitatively, I think these three tools will help you a lot with your brand planning. So good luck.